Seraphic Steed is there. Could do another band thing. I don't know. Flip, Lost on the Range, 3-drop, 1/1. Ward 2, you may look at the top card of your library anytime. Top card of your library has plot. The plot is equal to its mana cost, and you may plot non-land cards from the top of your library. That's so good. Looks like I'm getting reach for this guy. That card is amazing, and I will keep pulling it every time I can. What is up, deckheads? Welcome back to MTG with me. It's the Gainswalker. Today, we'll be doing another premiere draft, Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Just having so much fun with it. So many good cards to draft. So many different styles you can use in this set. So go ahead and like and subscribe if you have not already. It really does help the channel. Fairly new and a free-to-play player. Let's get to it. First pack, we've got Double Down. This is the 4-drop. Whenever you cast an Outlaw spell, copy that spell. That could be very good, especially if you made like a Grixis. There's like a really good Rakdos mechanic that uses a lot of Outlaws. That could be useful. Essence Capture, great uncommon. I think this could be very good when we just focus on Outlaws, but that's going to be tough to do. Let's see what else we got. Anything else amazing? None of the really cool lands. Essence Capture is, like I said, good, but the double blue is hard to work with sometimes. Holy Cow, also very good. Take Up the Shield, also very good, but those are commons. So to kind of get the most value out of this, we'll grab it. And, you know, we may not be able to use Double Down, but it's still there. Seraphic Steed is there. Could do another band thing. I don't know. But we do want to look for Outlaws. So an Outlaw is Assassins, Mercs, Pirates, Rogues, and Warlocks. Alright, so here's one. 3/2 for 3. Now this Seraphic Steed is great though, so maybe we grab it and we see if we can do like BANT rogue stuff. Like here's another one. Alright, so let's grab Seraphic Steed just because I know it's a great card and it could be very, very strong. But we'll try to stick to the Outlaws and see if we can get like an Outlaw mechanic going. Here we go. Vile Smasher, Gleeful Grenadier. 2-drop 3/2 whenever another Outlaw enters the battlefield under your control, deals 1 damage to target opponent. That could be good, especially because we're doing an Outlaw thing. Whatever, we'll try it. We'll just see. Oh, actually, Creosote Heath. Dually land for Selesnya. I talked about it last time. I love making 3-color decks, but you gotta get the mana fixing. And for me, sometimes that's a pain because I always want to keep working on what am I building until pack 3. So if we do like BANT Outlaws, this is really good. I don't know. I have a feeling I'll be using these, so I'll pull the Dually land. But let's see. Outlaws. No Outlaws for... Oh wait, Mercenary right here. Isn't Mercenary one of them? It is. Okay, so we can still keep it BANT Mercenaries for now. Could change. Bovine Intervention, destroy target artifact or creature, created 2/2. Instant speed, that's pretty solid. We also got the flyer here. Well, it gets a flying token if you don't cast a spell, so it fits more of that theme. Okay, the Hippogriff could be good just for lifelink. Aside from that, I don't see any Outlaws. Fling, great card. I love it. 2-drop 2/2 reach, taps for mana. Add 2 mana of any color only to cast mount or vehicle spells. Also good. Lots of mana ramp here, I'm noticing. And the Outlaw Medic. Ooh, what a good pack. Okay, so I guess the 2/2 for 2, add 1 forest as opposed to any color here could be better. It's 2/2. Just because the reach. And you usually see a lot of bandits in packs. We're still pack 1. So I'll do the Intrepid Stable Master. Shifting Grift. Exchange control of target creatures. That's funny. This town ain't big enough, costs 3 less, return up to 2 creatures. Okay. Spectacle is like a lightning bolt if you deal damage. Nothing crazy here. I'm gonna go with Shifting Grip just because that's hilarious. Another one. Oh. Just keep exchanging control of your opponent's creatures. That's funny. Alright. Essence Capture came back around. Could grab that. I think this is the first pack. That would get a little bit of counter. I mean, I know it's just creature counter, but in a draft, you're mainly playing creatures, so creature counter is not that bad. How many out? Does it say Outlaws? No. It says Mercs. So I only have one Outlaw. There's the Merc. I have one Outlaw. In my Outlaw deck, I've got one. I'm gonna need to change that. Try to throw in all the Outlaws I can find here. Alright, so Assassins. Mercs. What else? Assassin, Mercs, Pirates, Rogue, Warlocks. Rogue. There we go. There's one. Interesting pack overall. I don't think I saw anything too crazy, but I mean, Double Down could be really good. Alright, next one. Probably go with the Varmint. Jailbreak Scheme. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Can't be blocked. And you can time walk somebody. Ooh. Let's stick with the Varmint for now. Need that creature count. More Wingsmith. Okay, sure. And second pack. Let's go. Flip. Lost on the range. 3-drop. 1/1. Ward 2. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. Top card of your library has plot. The plot is equal to its mana cost, and you may plot non-land cards from the top of your library. That's so good. Just being able to play off the top of the library itself. Alright, so definitely we're going to put him on the grab here. Mercenary, 3-drop, 2/4. Whenever you commit a crime, each opponent mills 3 cards. Ooh, that would be a great one to have. We'll hope to see that come back around. We got Rogue right here. Nothing to worry about with the mana fixing. Yeah, I think we grab the Homunculus. And then hopefully see Desperado come back around. Is that 2/4 for 3? That's a good one. Stoic Sphinx, gotta grab it. Just because the hexproof as long as I haven't cast a spell. Thunder Lasso looks great. Take for a ride, that's the steal your opponent's creature for a turn, that's pretty good. Bridled Bighorn, good for creating a board state. That honestly would be my next pick here. Or Requisition Raid, if I had enough creatures, which I think I got 9. Okay, we're beginning of pack 2, it's not too bad. Create Heath, that would be also really good. Just the more mana fixing, the better. But let's grab Stoic Sphinx. Looks like we're doing double blues, and then Splash Selesnya for this band. Alright, nothing immediately that helps with the build. So Drover Grizzly could be a good 3-drop 4/2. Phantom Interference could be good for counters. Tried to play counters a little bit yesterday. That didn't work out too well. Ariet's Lullaby. That could be good. Destroy tapped creature. It's only sorcery speed though. Let's do Grizzly. High Noon. Oh, but we can't use the other part where it deals 5 damage. Alright. Mirage Mesa. Enters battlefield. Tap. Choose a color. Okay, good. That could be good for the mana fixing. And then another Free Strider Commando, which is one of those rogues. Sorry, mercenary, so it is a outlaw. It is an outlaw. I mean, High Noon could be cool, but let's go with... We need the creatures. So I'll wait on the Mesa for now. Esoteric Duplicator. 3-drop. Whenever you sacrifice Esoteric Duplicator or another artifact, you may pay 2. If you do, at the beginning of your next end step, create a token that's a copy of that artifact. Whenever you sacrifice an artifact, if I have like clues and stuff, you can keep populating more clues, treasure tokens, that kind of stuff. Mind Break Trap is good. I'm already gonna hover over Wrangler because that's where I'm leaning. So Mind Break Trap is great for Legacy because you can counter all the spells on a stack. I just don't see that happening a lot, so I'm going to grab the creature instead. What is this? Breaches. The Blast Maker. 3-drop, 3/3 menace. Cast a second spell, sack an artifact. If you do, flip a coin. When you win the flip, copy the spell. When you lose, deals damage equal to... That thing just crushes. Let's go with the 1/1 for 1 here. That pumpable ability where you draw a card, discard is pretty good. I like it. As long as it's not my turn, spells cost 1 less to cast. That's kind of good for the counter aspect, but we're not really doing that. Let's do Ariet's Lullaby, just to get some direct removal. Wanted Griffin. Oh, we got another rogue here. Oh, but the Mirage Mesa. Alright, we said we'd grab it if it came back around. This gets +1/+2. Nah. Alright, we're gonna grab the Mesa. Another round is like ETB stuff. Oh, Desperado came in. Nice. Grab that for sure. And the Thunder Lasso came back around. Stop. Yo, what? Alright, next, failed forwarding. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If you control a desert, surveil 1. Yeah, I guess we'll do Phantom Interference. Spring Splasher. Alright, we are moving on to pack 3. And, oh, and we got the Duplicator. We have got a decent amount here. 16 creatures already. Decent sideboard stuff. Definitely BANT. Trying to do a BANT Outlaw deck. That's basically what I'm doing here. Got a dually land we could use. Fleeting Reflection. Target creature gets hexproof. Untap it. Until end of turn, it becomes a copy of up to 1 other target creature. So I can copy something of my opponent's. That's pretty strong. Clear Shot, also good. And Lush Oasis. Lush Oasis, also very good. This is a tough one. Because the instant speed, create token that's a copy could be good. Like a good combat trick, but just being able to play things is better. I'm going to grab Fleeting Reflection and hope to see these come back around. Maybe that Rogue as well. Also, Outlaw Medic's a Rogue. I'm going to hope to see Outlaw Medics in this packs coming around. Another Fleeting Reflection? What? Alright, Fortune Loyal Seed, 3-drop, 2/4, ETB Scry 2. Whenever it attacks you, you just get a bunch more enter the battlefield stuff. Do I have enter the battlefield? If no mana was cast, no. Because they're not being recast when they enter the battlefield. So that is tough. It does kind of unsaddle whatever saddled it to do that. So I'm going to grab it just to have it, but... Oh, nice. And an Outlaw Medic. Sweet. Well, we're doing okay on curve, actually. We could go higher. If we wanted to get another Free Strider Commando, that would be 3 of those. And he joins up, great card too, but we're not using Naya. Let's do Medic for the draw, just to get that early game draw down. And Canyon Crab, 2-drop, 0/5, beginning of your end step, you haven't cast a spell from your hand this turn, draw a card, then discard. That's so money. And then Ankle Biter. Oh, I can never pick Ankle Biter, because there's always another card that's good. And it looks like I start off Azurius, you'll see here. And then get a little bit of green mid to late game. Okay, reach for this guy is awesome. Here's a Warlock, can't use it. Mercenary, can't use it. Soldier, nope. Looks like I'm getting reach for this guy. That card is amazing, and I will keep pulling it every time I can. Miriam Herd Whisperer, 2-drop 3/2 as long as it's my turn. Mounts and vehicles I control have hexproof. Whenever you mount or whenever a mount or vehicle you control attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. I like that. That could help a lot. It's not a warlock though. This guy is. Oh, that's as a zombie token thing. Could have been cool. Ooh, okay, so another Miriam or Mesa, and having 2 of those would be very good for mana fixing. I'm gonna pull the extra land here. Okay. Enter the battlefield. It taps permanent, loses all abilities, keeps it tapped. This is a plant bard. Put a +1/+1 counter. Each creature that entered the battlefield this turn. Maybe Snakeskin Veil is great. Hexproof +1/+1. Oh, Lush Oasis came back around. Now we could get Daring Thunder Thief. I don't know. I think the mana fixing is more important here. We've already come up with our strategy, so we're just going to stick to it. Here's a Mercenary. That's, I should definitely pick that. I'm going to recast your second spell. Razzle Dazzler gets bigger and is unblockable. Also good, but we're trying to stick to the Outlaw theme here. Oh, here we go. Outlaw Stitcher. Let's see which one it wants. I'm either going to do Stitcher or Thunder. Let's do Stitcher. Lone Shark. Hey, it's a rogue. That actually helped a lot right there. Full steam ahead. Let's go. This was pretty good. Been on a bit of a BANT rant lately, but this seems okay. I've got 23 creatures, plenty to look through. Non-creatures 12. I'm gonna have to thin that out, but not a bad start at all. BANT decks are pretty easy to build. You just want to make sure that, am I doing counters or am I doing something else with my non-creature spells? A lot of times people build decks with like 3 creatures and everything else to protect them and try to make that happen. Much like what people do with Itali and Atraxa and all that. They'll have like really big hitters and just everything else to protect it. And I've got some pretty decent mid to late game creatures here. Look at this mana fixing too. That is how you draft for a 3-color. 2 mesas so they can turn into whatever I need them to. 2 dualies. Green is the base, which you would like to see if I had more ramp. I didn't go with the 2-drop taps for any color, and every time you commit a crime, it untaps. Instead, in that pack, I picked this. Try it out. I normally go the other way, but this one is 2/2 reach, add green mana, and then I can add 2 of any color only to cast mounts or vehicles. But I think I do have a couple mounts in here. There's one, there's another one. I think I just have the 2 actually. Nope, there's 3. There's 4. Okay, so I had more mounts than I thought. So that's fine. Alright, so let's finish. Alright, so I gotta thin this out to the creatures that best match up the cards I'm gonna use. So I can kind of look at the creature list first, or I can look at my non-creatures. And so for the non-creatures, Shifting Grift looks like it's gonna be very fun in a combat. Exchange control of 2 target creatures, so they make a huge board state. I'm just gonna take control of whatever doesn't have summoning sickness and swing across. I can do with artifacts or enchantments. All of that seems very cool. Sorcery speed, so it'll be interesting to see if I can get that to pull off. Don't have to go that way though. I could go counter. I only have 1, maybe 2 counters. So that's, 2 counters right here. That's meh. Whenever you cast an outlaw spell, copy that spell. This is double down. So let's take a look and see if we got enough outlaws. So outlaw, is going to be the mercenaries. I got 4. The rogues, I've got 3. That's 7. Warlock, 8. I think I have 8. No assassins, mercs, rogues, warlocks. Yeah, I'm close to 8, so that's pretty solid. We're definitely gonna do that, so that's gonna be 1. Whenever you sacrifice esoteric, duplicate, or another artifact, you may pay 2. If you do, at the beginning of the next end step, create a token that's a copy of that artifact. I don't have a bunch of artifacts, so this is one of the cards at the end of the pack that nobody picked. I got stuck with that, but that's pretty cool. Thunder Lasso, I love it. Tap down your opponent's creatures, swings through, it equips when it enters the battlefield. Strong card. I talk a lot about that, so I'm not going to talk too much. Reach for the Sky, great card. And, alright, so I think that is, what do we got? 1. We got 3. Alright, so I can do 3 more. Let's go full steam ahead, untap until end of turn. Each creature gets +2/+2, gains trample. Can't be blocked by more than 1. That's really good. But it's also really expensive. You have to use that at the very end of the game. I'll think about it. Snakeskin Veil, +1/+1 counter, gets hexproof, instant speed, definitely. And then Fleeting Reflection, target creature gains hexproof. That's good to shake targets. Untap it until end of turn, becomes a copy of up to 1 other target creature. So I just have to, I don't know, you gotta play the board state to see if that's really good or not to play. And I need 2 more. Alright. Could throw in the counters. That is very specific to blue. That's all the doubles that I have. Double blue. Everything else is 1 white or 1 green or 1 of each. Okay. Destroy target tap creature. You gain 2 life. I could throw in the Shifting Curse. It's just weird to think about. Exchange control of 2 target creatures. So, just like, you just permanently exchange them. So, I would need to have like some sort of 1/1 production or something where I just have a lot of tokens that I can swap for real creatures that my opponents have. That would be useful. Let me think about it. Alright, so if I was playing about mid to late game, I could sack my 1/1 bird, or give them the 1/3 medic, or the 2/2 tap down, 0/5. Okay. It might actually be worth it to play this and just see if we can get it to work. Okay, so now let's look at the creature list and see. There's a couple that I saw that didn't make sense. I've got the 6 non-creatures here, so I'm going to just try to get this down to 17 best I can. Spring Splasher can go. It's a 2/1 frog beast, doesn't fit the theme, it's not an outlaw, and yeah, I just don't need it. This is ramp, so I do kind of like it. I don't necessarily need it, but it definitely can help. Varmint's okay. I could get rid of it though. It's just a 2/2 for 2 vigilance. Sack to get rid of an artifact or enchantment, which is nice, but not incredibly needed. Inventive Wingsmith, 3-drop 2/4 at the beginning of your end step. If you haven't cast a spell from your hand this turn, Inventive Wingsmith doesn't have a flying counter on it, put a flying counter on it. That kind of goes well with the crab. If you look at the crab, it says if you haven't cast a spell, draw a card, discard a card. This will get flying. It only happens once, but it's something. What is this, guys? It's an artificer, so I can get rid of those 2. We'll just toy with that idea for now and see. The homunculus, I have no idea, but you know, we'll try it. Slickshot Vault Buster, that's a rogue, we'll keep that. Grizzly is a mount that plays into one of the other cards. Mercenary, cool. Lone Shark. Alright, Outlaw Stitcher. ETB created 2/2, blue black, zombie rogue. Oh, it creates a rogue. Oh, that definitely should stay in. Because it creates more outlaws. Reach for the Sky is great. Wrangler, I like it just because if you haven't cast a spell, that's something that I'm playing with in the deck. That you actually get a good amount of benefit from that. So that'll probably stay. One more look here. Got to get rid of 3 more to make that an even 40. Snakeskin Veil. I could get rid of that and just have 18 creatures. I still need to get rid of 2 more, so let's keep looking. Medic's good. Keykeeper's good. I like the crab. I like it. I like the crab. Let's get rid of the varmint. Mounts get hexproof. Ah, it's so good. Alright, so I need to get rid of 2 more. Whenever you cast an outlaw spell, copy that spell. If I were to copy... If I had that turn 4 and played this guy turn 5, then I would play 2 1/4s and get 2 2/2s just off of a 4-drop. Could be useful. I don't know. We'll leave it in for now. Shifting Grift. Now that I think about it, I could take it out. It's pretty specific for turn 2. I'd have to be playing this probably mid to late game, which it's tough. Let me look again. Let's see. That's pretty solid 1/1. Those are good 2-drops. The Steed, just the Angel production is pretty solid too. What does this guy do? Commit a crime, each opponent mills 3 cards. I mean, I don't think I'm committing that many. I guess I would be with Shifting Grift. And then let's see what's the definition here. Targeting opponents, anything they control and or cards in their graveyards is a crime. If I have one spell that says target 2 things of your opponent, does that mean I committed 2? How does that work? Alright. I might get rid of the Grizzly. It's a good mount to have, but it's not crazy needed. Grizzly's gone. Need to get rid of 1 more. Snakeskin Veil, +1/+1 counter target creature you control against hexproof. Well, that's not committing any crimes or anything, so I mean it's a great defensive spell to have, but it doesn't really fit the theme. So I suppose I could take that out. Now we don't need Forest till turn 2 and later. Azurius we definitely want turn 1 to 2. A lot of that early on. Okay. Well, I think that's gonna do it. Let's check out that curve one more time. So we got 18 creatures, 5 non-creatures. I went a little bit different. Normally I do 17 and 6. This time, just looking at the list, made sense for me to do 18 creatures, 5 non-creatures. Got a nice distribution there around 2 and 3. You can see that it kind of is the bulk of the deck, but it's got a nice follow through, right? And as far as the deck spread, only a little bit of this is Selesnya, and the rest is mainly mono blue or Azurius. So I do have the mana fixing, so I'm good there. But this is pretty nice spread. I like to see a 3-0 or lower. That's just personal preference. And looking at the lands. Alright, so if you look across here to the right in my stack here, double blue shows up. Got a couple Selesnias there. Double blue, Selesnia, and then an Azurius late game with a double blue as well. So definitely want islands. So if I'm looking at my lands, I got 5 islands. Lush Oasis. So that's 5, could be 6, 7, 8 for the mesas, because they can enter as whatever color I want. So I've got 8, let's think of it, 8 islands. Plains, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, 8, and then forest 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7, 8, and 8. That mana fixing is crazy good. I don't think I need to change that. That looks good to me. That's so good. Alright, that is going to do it for the build. I do appreciate you as always. Watch these games, get those gains, and walk those planes. Until next time, deckheads, keep it easy.